Welcome to Tipping Point. I'm Jimmy Evans. What does President Trump have to do with biblical prophecies about the Antichrist, artificial intelligence, and Big Brother? Well, I've got one of our most popular guests joining me today to explain it. Billy Crone is a regular guest here on Tipping Point. He is the senior pastor of Sunrise Bible Church in Las Vegas, Nevada. He is also founder of Give a Life Media and has produced many best-selling books and documentaries on today's most cutting-edge issues. He's here today to talk about his new book and documentary called Trump and the Stargate Prophecies. Billy, thanks for being with me today.
Pastor Jimmy, thanks for having me.
It's always great to have you. You're never boring. That's going to be on your tombstone someday. He was never boring.
Yeah.
And so you always deal with the most intriguing issues. In your new book, which is also a documentary, Trump and the Stargate Prophecies. So what does that mean?
Well, the Stargate is referring to the first day in office when Trump got back in. The first day in office, he announced the Stargate program. And the Stargate program, and he introduced three bigwigs, electronic or technology bigwigs to run it. But it's an AI program. And what caught my eye was, of course, AI. I've done deep dives on AI for many years, and I'm convinced that AI is the infrastructure needed to pull off Revelation 13,
Right.
Big Brother society, because you can't hire enough humans. You need something superhuman, hence AI. So here's Trump, the first day in office, and he launches the AI Stargate program, a $500 billion investment. That's what really caught my eye. That's $500 billion, Pastor Jimmy. And to speed up the process of AI. Now, having done deep dives in AI for a long time, I get that there's probably a geopolitical aspect to this in that China for years has said that they are going to be the world leader in AI by 2030. There's that interesting date. They always keep popping up again. Vladimir Putin has said on record, on video, that whoever has the best AI is going to rule the world.
Absolutely.
And so and this is actually the term in the media, is there's an AI race that's going on. But it's nothing new. This has been going on behind the scenes for at least solid last 10 years, and it just ramps up. And of course, AI is an exponential technology, so it just keeps getting sped up faster and faster. So I get it. The previous administration was purposely keeping us in the background with AI to help China keep taking the lead. So I get it from a geopolitical point of view. Trump probably doing a couple things. One, helping America get caught up, America first.
Right.
I don't discount that whatsoever. I also believe he's doing it for economic reasons because, as he stated in that, this is going to provide 100,000 jobs for America, which is what his platform's all about. And I don't discount that. But having known AI, my question is, does he understand the prophetic significance of this decision? And my suspicion is the people around him are not telling him the whole story.
Well, let me say right. So we're both pro-Trump.
Yeah.
Both voted for Trump.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're not in any way saying he's doing anything intentionally.
No.
Okay. We're just saying the Antichrist program that the world is on is still functioning. Mm-hmm. And whether he realizes it or not, some of what he's doing is playing into that. And you're saying with AI, I'm from Amarillo, Texas, West Texas.
Right.
Right now in West Texas, they're building in Abilene, I believe it's a 5 million square foot AI data center with power built into it. Mm-hmm. In Amarillo, Texas, where I'm from, they're building another one. I think it's also 5 million with a nuclear reactor built into it to provide power for it.
Right.
Those are just two, Billy. Mm-hmm. Now think about 5 million square feet. That's massive, filled with AI computers with its own power source, and those being built all over the United States. The massive, massive capability of that. And you said something very important. See, AI, Joe Rogan had a guest on his program, and this guest was saying, you don't program AI. Mm-hmm. You give AI information, and it evolves.
Right.
And so we're seeing now the second generation of AI, then the third, then the fourth. In another several years, the power of AI is just going to be incredible. So $500 billion, that's just in the United States.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you keep digging the trail, and they admit this online, Pastor Jimmy, it's beyond this Stargate program. The plan is with these tech guys running it. It's beyond data centers that you need for AI. in the United States. It's in other countries around the world,
yeah.
including the UK, Norway, Japan, United Arab Emirates, which they've already started construction there as well. And again, I agree with you. It's such a interesting topic to deal with, because the moment you say anything concerning about some of the decisions that Trump is making, you got this one crowd over here that says, "Oh, you're a liberal, anti-American, you're a communist." No, I'm a Christian. I'm just saying. I'm not saying he's waking up every day saying, "I'm doing this for the Antichrist." Of course not. I seriously doubt that he's doing that. Yeah. I'm just saying, can't we have a discussion about this? Because as Christians, we're truth tellers, and we're supposed to tell the truth. And so if I see some prophetic significance that as Christians we need to talk about in the previous administration or previous administrations,
right,
why can't I talk about it on this one? Right? I'm fully convinced that a lot of these guys, most of them, even the tech guys, they probably don't realize what they're building.
No.
But one guy we know, and Christians have the answer, God told us 2,000 years ago, one guy's going to hijack the system.
Right.
So we just need to realize the system's being laid. Right? Stop getting into this polarization, because that's the other side of the spectrum, right? If you say anything positive about Trump, right? Oh, people, they just say, man, you drunk the Kool-Aid, man. You voted for the Antichrist. No.
Yeah.
I just stop. Can we come back to a biblical balance and just have a conversation that this is biblically relevant and we need to talk about it?
There's nothing wrong with AI in the sense that all technology is neutral.
Right.
It just depends on who's using it. Mm-hmm. The problem, Billy, what we know is the Antichrist is going to rule the world in Revelation 13. He's going to control everyone.
Yeah.
He's going to control everything. And as one guest, Ryan Peterson, said on the show one day, he said, we have to understand the devil is not omnipotent. Mm-hmm. He needs help.
Right.
And so the Antichrist, I believe very strongly, I said this in 2023 when AI was introduced commercially, it is announcing the arrival of the Antichrist.
Yeah.
I really, and you know, the Jeffrey Hinton, who was one of the founders, he's called the godfather of AI.
Yeah.
He regrets his work with AI, and he says it's an existential threat to humanity. Mm-hmm. We're not overstating this.
Right.
This is, and he said it's smarter than us.
Yeah.
We've invented something smarter than us, and we don't even know what we're doing.
Right. Yeah, and that's the danger. Of course, even the seculars have the term of this danger. It's called singularity. And singularity is where the technology, AI, grows so fast that it improves on that version of AI, and then that version improves on that version, and then it begins to spiral out of control. Hence, it's a singular moment where, quotes, this is their words, not mine, AI machines take over. The end of
Terminator Judgment Day.
Thank you, exactly, very much. And then you go back to Daniel chapter 12. That's another passage. Revelation 13, Daniel 12 talks about two signs. How do you know that you're in the last days? Right? The end of times. It's people will be traveling to and fro like never before. We take that for granted. That's been
here a while. Back from Europe.
Yeah, exactly. And it wasn't on a donkey, in case people are wondering. But also that there's going to be an increase of information. And the Hebrew word there is rabah, and it literally means to multiply exceedingly out of control. That's singularity. Now, the seculars agree with God's word. That was a prophecy 2,600 years ago. But they don't use biblical terms. God calls it, it's going to lead to the end of times. They say singularity, but it's the same thing.
I want to tell you about an extraordinary film that's coming to theaters this October 10th, Soul on Fire. This powerful movie tells the incredible true story of John O'Leary, a 9-year-old boy who survived a devastating explosion that left him with burns over 100% of his body. Given just a 1% chance of survival, John's journey of faith, family, and community support will absolutely move your heart. What struck me most about this story is how it demonstrates God's miraculous power working through ordinary people, doctors, nurses, family members, and even baseball legend Jack Buck, who became instruments of God's grace. This film isn't just about survival. It's about discovering what it truly means to live with purpose, courage, and gratitude. I encourage you and your family to experience Soul on Fire when it releases nationwide on October 10th. It's a beautiful reminder that even in our darkest moments, God's light can shine through, transforming tragedy into triumph and inspiring us to live fully for Him.
Wake up! Coming through, coming through!
How bad is it?
He has burns to 100% of his body.
Want to send out a special hello tonight to a certain young man who's laid up in the hospital. His name is John O'Leary. He's a tough little guy.
Boy, you listen to me. You will walk again.
When I first came to see you, they said you had no chance. But here you are. You're gonna face challenges when you get out of here, but you can still do almost anything.
Do you like to dance, Beth?
No, but I will.
Who is that guy? John O'Leary. He's kind of a legend around here.
Why didn't you ask me out the night we met?
Figured you wouldn't want me to.
Welcome to the first project of O'Leary and Bright's construction.
Yeah, everybody grab a hard hat.
Ladies first.
No. Why would a man who can't hold a hammer choose to be a contractor?
I guess I like to just see houses for what they can be, not what they are.
I have a scout troop, and I heard about what happened to you. I just thought that my girls might be inspired if you came and talked to them.
Oh, wow. I may have an idea for a way that we could work together.
Public speaking? I hope you got better at it.
I know what it feels like to think you've probably thrown your life away. To move through the adversities of life, we must have a reason to thrive that is bigger than all the challenges that we face.
If you focus exactly on loving the life that you're living right now, it's not the life that you think you could have had or should have had. That's the whole deal right there.
Everything that you did, why me?
Seemed like you needed it.
You built a good life out of ashes. Remarkable.
The most powerful weapon on earth is the human soul on fire.
The AI is so incredibly powerful beyond anything that people could understand, but it's growing. It's every day it's evolving. Every day it's growing. And the capability of this ultimately will be used by the Antichrist. We both believe this in Revelation 13. No one can buy or sell. It basically, and also you have to have the mark of the beast, which if you don't receive the mark of the beast, Revelation 20 says they were beheaded. Right. Because they wouldn't receive the mark of the beast. They wouldn't worship him. And so there's going to be a demand of worship. There's going to be a demand, a financial demand that you take the mark to be able to buy and sell, or you starve to death or whatever. Well, not only can they impose those, they can also track those. AI will give them the ability, and you talk about the software, the facial recognition and things like that, which you've experienced. You just got through traveling or whatever. What happens when that expands?
Well, it's not coming. It's already being done.
Right.
And what they're not thinking about doing, but they're already doing, is they're not only expanding, Pastor Jimmy, in all over the world. I have the privilege to travel all over the world. It's the same, pick a country. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
Just like the Bible said would happen in the last days. But this big brother society is being built before our very eyes. Now, as it's been being built for the last many, many years, for many years, there's a conundrum. It's just too big for humans to handle.
Too big.
It's just not feasible. It's not logical. You're not going to hire a billion people to sit behind a billion TV screens monitoring people's, camera. But guess what? If you're going to pull this off on a global basis, then you need something superhuman. And for the first time in man's history, we have that superhuman capability, AI. And that's not just a theory. That's not just what we see in Revelation 13. Pastor Jimmy, that's what's happening right now. They are plugging in, it's already happening, AI to monitor in real time, 24/7, all these big brother facial recognition, CCT camera systems, monitoring system, microphone systems, all this stuff. It's running it in real time. And we even get to the point where it's not coming, already being done. They're developing, basically to give people a visual, they're developing the Minority Report movie with Tom Cruise, if you recall that. And there was two aspects of that that people were like, wow, that's a crazy science fiction premise. And wasn't that exciting? Good thing it was just a movie. No. And it was wherever he went when he was on the run, he couldn't hide.
Right.
Because everything everywhere just continued to monitor him, recognize him, report him to the authorities. He couldn't hide. And so they knew exactly where he was at the same time. The second aspect that was interesting about that movie premise was what was called pre-crime. And the pre-crime was they were able to predict, because there was this constant, ubiquitous, 24/7 monitoring of this futuristic society, that they were able to predict a crime before people even committed it because of this constant. They're building databases and patterns of behavior, whatever. Pastor Jimmy, we expose that's already being done. Wow. Not just in Britain, where I just came from. In fact, they even call it the same thing. They're going to pre-crime. But most people don't realize one of those systems was already put into play in Los Angeles.
Wow.
It was called the laser program. And the laser program, they allowed AI to do this and develop patterns of behavior to, quote, predict crime before it ever happened. Wow. And so this is where it's at. And then again, the significance is it's not just a violation of freedom and privacy and all that stuff. That's a given. Why do we need to talk about it? Because Revelation 13 presupposes that's the kind of society it will be in the 7-year tribulation. One guy and his religious cohort, the false prophet, are going to give an order. You need to worship the Antichrist. So think about it. How are they going to know whether people respond or not? With this Big Brother society, they'll know exactly. They won't just hear what you say in response to that order. They will see what you do.
How far away from that are we? The Antichrist system of Revelation 13, you think we're 10 years, 5 years, 2 years?
Oh, it's already here.